Hey, everybody.
Hello!
Welcome to Dice and Dynamics, our Dungeons and Dragons podcast. Live stream, show, variety hour. My name is Jason. I will be the Dungeon Master this evening. So, with that, uh, fiends, mammons, and countrymen, lend me your ear as we dive into Descent into Avernus. So, for those of you who follow the channel and follow the game, you'll know that our normal game is actually set in Cholt, a jungle peninsula, very, very far south of where this game is taking place this evening. Fish wanted a bit of a break, and I decided to take up the helm and get a little exposition going for what will be our next adventure, which is Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus. This particular adventure takes place in Elturel. It is a city down or upriver from Baldur's Gate along the river Shenothar. I think I pronounced that correctly. It is known as the City of 1,000 Cathedrals, and um, uh, most of the good or neutral aligned deities have a place of worship inside of Elturel. If they're worshipped anywhere up or down the Sword Coast, Elturel has a couple interesting things about it outside of its very, very densely populated sort of religious centers. And one of those things is what's known as the Companion. The Companion is a glowing orb which about 100 years ago arrived mysteriously amidst a crisis with the undead running rampant from the crypts of Elturel. And the Companion bathes Elturel in consistent sunlight. It doesn't necessarily make it brighter here. It's more of the magical variety, and people view it as a protector and a sort of a beautiful testament to the religious cooperation that happens here in Elturel. By stark contrast, the walls of Elturel are protected by a military order known as the Hell Riders. They are an order of knights and paladins whose sole mission is to defend the city of cathedrals from all who might want to take it. Now, what I'm going to address next is Elturel and the state of the world right now. So, as we know, the death curse is running rampant all across the known mortal world. And in many places, like we saw inside Baldur's Gate, it's caused crises and oftentimes upset the balance of political systems and is just generally wreaking havoc. That is not the case here in Elturel. The people of Elturel have found a fairly calm approach to the notion of the death curse and the notion of a final life, being that most of the population here is very religious or is traveling to Elturel on a pilgrimage or something like that. It's had its minor effects, but for the most part, the death curse is just simply become a fact of life here in Elturel. Despite that, though, and the Hell Riders are suffering a little bit, though despite the Hell Riders themselves are not afraid of the notion of permanent death. They face it oftentimes every day due to the nature of the beasts and fiends that they fight in their line of work. However, that does not stop shortages of mercenaries and other adventurers that have historically worked with the Hell Riders. And that is where we find our heroes here in Elturel, either working as a mercenary or perhaps even interested in joining the ranks of the Hell Riders. And with that, I will turn it over to you guys to tell us a little bit about your character.
We're going left to right. I don't know why you do this. You're the one that's so excitedly to jump. That's bullshit. Both of you. That's bullshit.
I already did my part.
God.
I told you guys about my character.
Fine. My dude.
Love you, Mark.
Yeah, I love you too. My dude is a mountain dwarf. He is actually, Jason, you never replied. Is he part of the crew, or is he just part of the military there?
That is your choice. He can be an aspiring Hell Rider or just like a freelancing adventurer during the Death Curse, picking up the good work.
All right, odds, inspiring, evens, free work. All right, he wants to be a Hell Rider.
Hey.
He is a very short dwarf. He has a gray beard and short, like, cut gray hair. He has spiked armor, a very huge great axe, and about 4 javelins and 2 hand axes on him at all times. And I haven't fully got up with his voice yet, but his name is Nordic.
All right. Very nice. As a aspiring Hell Rider, you have a badge denoting yourself as one. It is a sort of a flamed background with a dark obsidian-like horse's head in front of those flames, which is the signet of the Hell Riders. However, yours has a sideways bar going across it, denoting that you're associated with the Hell Riders, but are not a rider yourself.
A prospect. I get it.
Yes.
Bitch.
All right, who's next?
I'll go ahead next. I am playing a human woman with a long, dark braid that travels down her back and just brushes up against the bow and quiver strapped against her back, and her name is Riza Caston. She also bears one of these badges, also marking her as an initiate. And she appears to be very no nonsense, and there isn't really much to really look at her. She has a nice big scar across a part of her face, but aside from that, she looks like any other mercenary you might find here in near Baldur's Gate.
Wonderful. All right, Fish, you are last up, and then we will jump in.
Compared to her traveling companions, Arana Marina is, at worst case, disgustingly extravagant, and at best case, very stylish. She's wearing a handsome brocaded frock coat and breeches, and there's a splash of color to every part of her outfit. It definitely has a very masculine styling, but there's a few like artistic choices to highlight her, feminine figure, including very unnecessary cut across her chest. She's got big brown hair that's like poofed up and gelled to the extreme, and there's very much an air of like she was kind of hired to, like she stepped out of Ren Fair. There's a gorgeous unsheathed rapier hanging off of her side with like a bright red and black tassel hanging off of it, and everything's just gaudy. But she has a very quiet and unassuming presence that just does not blend with what she's presenting.
Cool. Are you a freelancer, or are you a interested Hell Rider applicant?
I am a freestyler.
Freestyler. Got it.
Give me 1 second, Jason. I'm gonna move to central because I keep hearing fishes like cutting out.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we should be moved over now. I don't know why, but Fish, you were like crackling for me.
You're crackling for me too, so it might
Me?
just be my headphones. It's just my headphones, so my Bluetooth does not like my computer. My computer does not like my Bluetooth. Thank you.
Well,
All right. So, um, for whatever your reason, whether it be a aspiring hell rider or just in it for the good adventuring coin that can be made during the death curse, you have all been hailed by Onthar Froom, a paladin who is a Order of the Gauntlet emissary here in Elturel, who works very closely with the overseer here, Fabius Krieg, and as well as other military leaders and religious leaders. He's often the person who's the go-to for receiving your tasking on what you're sort of going to do for the day, and he's had you all hailed to the Black Antlers Tavern in the North Dock district of Elturel, which is marked on the map. Not that it matters, but it is marked on the map. And uh, so, upon entering the Black Antler, it is a very dense, almost musty tavern. It has a very hunting lodge feel. There's taxidermied animals, aberrations, monstrosities, high in the rafters, sort of looking glaringly down at all of you. You see Onthar sort of sitting in a corner booth. He's a dwarven gentleman. He seems to be wearing only half of his standard ceremonial Order of the Gauntlet plate mail. He has his beard in a very, very tight, almost stick straight weave, and he sees you all enter, and he says, "Ah, just who I've been waiting for. Come, sit, sit, sit."
Thank you so much for having us today.
It's no problem. I appreciate hell riders and adventuring types alike. Really putting the defense of the cathedrals here at the forefront. It's really meant a great deal in these trying times.
Of course, it's really inspiring to see everybody coming together. I know that you're all familiar with us, but it's still very nice to be here.
Why, yes, of course, of course, of course. So, this, God, Mark, I saw that. So, my friends, I'm happy that you came, whether obligated or not. You may remember in the military briefings, perhaps 6, 8 months ago. It's feels like a lifetime ago, frankly. But there was dragon cult activity. I know, very different from what we're dealing with the Dead's Curse, down in Greenest. And due to that, some of their patrols through the Edelgard Wood have been less than exemplary.
What would you
We
like
have it
us to
on.
do about it?
What's that?
And what would you like us to do about it?
Well, I have received a tip that there's a old druidic stone circle in the Edelgard Wood, and the dragon cultists are running crates of supplies of some kind out of that area. What I'd like, possible, obviously, pay is on the table, is for you all to go investigate the rumor and handle it if it is so founded. Um, you'll be led by, and he'll sort of like fiddle with some papers that are like gathering a ring of condensation from his ale tankard, and he'll say, a rider Mantlemore.
Boy.
She is currently she has all of the maps and necessary accoutrements. She's pulling in extra detail for a outside of the gate wedding with a undisclosed partner. So yeah, I think it's Northgate.
Congratulations to her.
Oh no, she's not getting married. She's security detail.
Okay, so just to make sure that I have everything covered, there are dragon cultists running crates of supplies. 1 second. Just 1 second. Running crates of supplies through Edelgard forests, and you want us to meet with Ryder Mantlemore. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay. So and then I'm so sorry, dear. And then we meet with Ryder Mantlemore, and then we go and we take care of it. The dragon cultists.
Which one?
If they're even there.
Got it. Okay. That sounds simple enough. Oh, we get to meet a Ryder. Isn't that exciting?
We've met them before. Well, I have.
Oh, but still. I mean, I meet them all the time, but this is still exciting.
Right. Well,
You guys
how
are
much?
I'm sorry, what was that?
She was. You're fine. Now what's the pay for this all?
The standard rate.
Yes, of course. Alright. Well, no time like the present. Riza looks around at everyone.
Quite so. I have a meeting with Duke Ravengard. He's in from Baldur's Gate. So I appreciate you making this meeting so short. And he'll sort of slug down the rest of his ale, sort of straighten up his papers, and tuck them under his arm, and we'll say, anything else before I depart?
Yes. Do you know, is there any sort of information about the dragon cult's presence there, or is that something we're going to find out from Ryder Mantlemore?
She likely won't know either. We just know that Greenist's patrols have been sort of coming down, and we received a tip that they're
Could
running.
you guys... Sorry.
What's up?
I think that wasn't for us.
Oh, well, anyways, excuse me. We're not even sure if they're there or what. We received a tip. You all will be the first patrol to head out towards this old druid circle.
Mm-hmm. Well, good to know. It's always nice going in blind.
Well, I don't think we're going in completely blind. Is there any sort of resistance or presence at the old druidic circle that we should anticipate? Any stories of people going missing? Ghosts, maybe?
Can't really speak to that. Old druid circles are generally pretty creepy, but I've never personally been out there or heard anything outside of the fact that it exists. Edelgard Wood is riddled with old religious sites. And he'll sort of wave his arms around. It's sort of where El Terrell started.
This room is very...
cathedral-like?
I was going to say haunting, but that's just how I feel in all cathedrals.
All right. Well, do appreciate your time, and have a good one. And he'll sort
Have
of
a nice day.
saunter off.
He was nice.
That's the word for it.
Very
He wasn't bad.
professional.
Certainly a person.
Hi. You showed up, Parsifal?
Parsifal is not yet here. Bam!
Oh,
Oh
never mind.
shit! Oh, word,
Parsifal,
never mind.
Parsifal is the unnamed person that is working security at this wedding with Rhea Mantlemorton.
Oh
Oh
god.
shit.
That's actually kind of accurate. Oh fuck.
Well,
Good character
do,
choice, Jason.
do we have everything we need to take care of before we go over and crash the wedding?
I don't have anything, but I do enjoy crashing weddings.
Oh, weddings are a delight. I used to sing at them and they were always my favorite events. Nordak,
Hmm.
can you please grab the door while we make our way out? I just painted my nails.
Cold.
I can get the door.
Thank you so much.
Risa
All-
will. Yep.
All right, so you guys depart the Black Antlers, and as you step outside, you see the large orb of the companion sort of occupying the airspace above El Terrell. It kind of catching and reflecting the sun a little bit, almost in a distracting fashion. You make your way through the city streets. It's very calm. Everything appears very orderly, and you make your way out the north gate, which is kept ajar and very, very well maintained to sort of be welcoming to any pilgrims or people who are seeking refuge in El Toro. And just outside the north gate, there is a small grove, and you can see a sort of gathering of people. And as you get closer, you're able to see two figures standing off to the side. One is wearing the very distinctive full plate armor adorned with Hellrider iconography and a large sort of almost three-handed sword slung across her back, as well as a shorter sword by her side. And standing beside her is Beauty. Please describe your character.
So, I had originally, because Jason gave us the option to have them be either, mercenaries or training under the Hellriders. Parsifal is training under the Hellriders, so they are in the. Do they have like a rookie's uniform, or is it about all the same?
So all the Hell Riders look the same. All the rookies can wear basically whatever they want. They are given, however, a Hell Rider insignia with this like sort of big old slash through it that denotes that like you're associated with the Hell Riders, but you are not yourself a Hell Rider.
Okay, so they're wearing that on their shoulder. They are very well put together. Their scale mail is very well taken care of. Their arms are folded behind their back, and their hair is braided back into like a very tight bun at the base of their skull. And they seem very calm, very serious as you approach.
All right. So for the ceremony itself, it's a small gathering of people, probably no more than 25. Standing there administering the ceremony is a very elderly, wired-haired looking cleric wearing vestments bearing the iconography of Lathander. He's sort of mumbling along with whatever ritual it is that the couple has elected to engage in, and he before the morning Lord Lathander and those here today. And standing in front of him are two, not necessarily elderly, but really more like at retirement age people, a man and a woman, gray, salt and pepper hair, and they're sort of holding their hands, very, very close. The crowd is a very similar age bracket. Makes a lot of sense why they requested a security detail. It doesn't seem like there is a sword amongst them. And Rhea will lean into you, Parsifal, just as the rest of the group arrives, and she'll say, "It's quite romantic, isn't it? They've been together for so long, but are just now joining because they want to make sure that when they die, they'll be together forever. It's
Wow.
very sweet."
That is oddly sweet, I must say. I do wonder why they waited so long, though.
Perhaps it just took this long to pick Lathander.
True, true. It is very
Oh.
hard to choose a god to go with if you don't know what you're looking for.
We have so many of them too. And at that point, she'll say, "Oh, hello there."
Ryder Mantlemore,
Hi,
Oh.
Parsifal.
Parsifal.
Fancy seeing you here.
Fancy. It is very fancy. We've all met, I'm sure, but Nordic, Riza, me. Hi, Ryder Mantamore. She'll glance down at her notes.
Hello.
How long is this wedding going on? Are we waiting until it's done?
It shouldn't be much longer now. They're about to exchange the vows and the kisses.
I also feel like it would be very polite to wait at least until the wedding is done.
That's right. Security detail and all. Do you mind if we sit in with you?
Feel free.
I won't be sitting, but there is a pew up there if you guys so
And
decide.
I meant more metaphorical. She'll stand next to Percival and gesture for the other two to join her, as if they can't do things on their own.
Risa will go and stand next to Parsifal and Arana.
And the ceremony eventually comes to a close. I commit to you, and now and always, and when you return to his endless light, you shall be bound in his glory. And he'll put his hands up, and everyone will cheer. The couple will sort of seemingly materialize in their side pockets. They will exchange a large radial sunflower with each other, and the group will disperse, heading back towards the north gate. Okay, cool. At this point, Rhea will say, "Well, that is where the contract ends. I think they're having their reception at a tavern or something."
Well, congrats to the happy spouses.
Yes.
Risa says, definitely not wiping a tear from her eye. Anyways.
So, are you caught up on sort of the situation?
Yes. So there are. I took notes. There are dragon cultists running crates of supplies through the. I can't read my writing through the Algarve forests. There's patrols that aren't as. Oh, let me fix that.
I love your voice so much, Fish. It's so great.
The patrols are not as effective, and we're going to be led by Ryder Mantlemore. Also, there's an old druidic circle, but there's no rumors about it. But he did say that it would be creepy, so I'm looking forward to that a lot.
Yes. I have a map. Are any of you good with maps?
I have a map in my dressing room once.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't.
I can try to read a map if you like.
I'm good with a map.
Very well. Let me go recover my mount. I'll be right back. And she'll extend the map. Extend the map to you. Can't remember if I made an asset for this or not.
Excuse me.
Nice. Risa will go ahead and take the map if no one stops her. Ooh, cool.
Okay, so here you can see just a basic vibe of where El Turel is. The woods of El Turel are not explicitly on this map, which it's great that they would put it in the mod that features the El Turel wood. But the El Turel wood is sort of down in this area near the Wood of Sharp Teeth. And inside of the sort of green blotch that represents the Elturel wood, you see a mark denoting where it is you all will be going. However, up until a certain point, there is actually a road for you all to travel on.
This is very exciting. It's been a long time since I've been able to go for a walk through the woods. My husband and I, we haven't been able to go on as many walks because of the whole death cruise thing, but this is exciting. It's good to go out, get fresh air, do something good.
And we're getting paid for it.
I'm sure this is good.
With love, enjoyment, a good story. I mean, we can't go wrong with having a hell rider. Well, this is...
All right. So at this point, Rhea will return, and she is riding a huge black warhorse with sort of really shaggy fur around the hoofs and braided tail.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
And she'll say, "Are you all ready to go?"
As ready as I'll ever be.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Oh, I had pencil up there. I have to.
So you all begin the road-based section of sort of the journey to Edelgard Wood. And as you get away from Elturel, you sort of can glance back and you see the companion, that floating luminescent sphere. Eventually, once you go far enough away, it just sort of melds into the background and is no longer visible from floating above Elturel. The road itself is hard packed dirt and surrounded by sort of a scattering of trees. It seems like a very well kept path, and as you all get close to where the road will diverge into the sort of the more wooded path that you all have to take. Ryza and Nordak, you hear what sounds like sort of faint yelling or screaming, yelping of some kind, coming from a fair distance into the sort of trees that are surrounding the road.
Risa holds up her hand.
And that's... It's quiet time.
I hear something.
Oh no, what do you hear?
Screaming of some sort.
Oh, that's terrible. Screaming in woods.
Also, completely out of character and unimportant. Who's Java Watch again? I know that name so well, but it's...
Me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm just too lazy to get on my other account.
Okay, yeah, because I couldn't remember off the top. Like, it's like, God, that's such a familiar name. Why do I know that? And it's like, oh, okay.
So, while we wait until we investigate the screaming, Parsifal, I haven't seen you in forever. Do you remember me? The screaming's back.
Sorry about that. I keep pounding water because I was like I'm introducing accents tonight. I have to do them right. So like I really need to go to the bathroom. Okay, so with all of that being said, so you guys have stopped in the road, correct?
Yes, we were talking.
Yes.
Yes, we heard the screaming. Riza mentioned the screaming, and then we started chatting, and then, and then Arana said, "Oh, the screaming's back," as you arrived.
Oh, nice.
It was a very good joke.
Why is this?
Can Riza tell from what direction the screaming is coming from?
Certainly.
Oh shit!
Oh boy.
Oh,
So
this is a cool map.
I'm trying to put tokens on this, and it just does not want to cooperate with me, and I don't know why. It's making me very sad. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Was that you? Sam?
yeah, I tossed it on there.
Okay, there's Nordak. Parsifal.
Oh boy.
Oh, come on. I have a token. I am so sorry.
I'm gonna.
There you go. All right. So yes, you can tell which direction it's coming for. You can see the whole map, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, are we supposed to be larger or smaller? Or is...
Rhea is larger because she's mounted.
Oh, right.
She'll
forgot.
shrink when she's not on a horse anymore.
That makes sense. Okay, cool.
So it is coming from over in this direction, sort of the bottom right-hand corner of the map.
Okay. Riza will look to everyone. Want me to scout it out?
If you would.
I think that would be wise.
Okay. Then in that case, Nordak? Cool.
Great conversation.
Yeah, they just nod at each other. They know what that means. Riza will go ahead and slip into the underbrush and stealth towards the sound.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Right. First roll of the night, boys. Let's see how we do. Oh, shit. That was 2 GM. But
Oof.
should I reroll or...
No. So she got a 7. So
I was a nat 20 on the other side, too.
it's tragic. So
Right.
what is your path of approach through the woods?
So Rhea would be going sort of like beeline. She'd probably pass like around. Well, that's probably how she got the 7s, that she tried to hop over this fallen tree instead of going around it.
All right.
So she'd be like here-ish, I guess.
Okay. So as you approach and you sort of begin clearing your way through the brush, you get closer to the sound and you hear the sound of a small girl, and she's saying, "I'll be making fur coats out of you yet." And you sort of hear like
Oh, no.
a crashing sound. And as you get closer, sort of the dense underbrush sort of revealing you, you see a young girl who I have a token for, but is not on this map, which is dumb.
Oh boy.
Oh snap.
Oh snap.
And
No.
she has climbed a tree and is currently throwing branches down at a group of 4 wolves.
Oh, shit.
At 3 white wolves, and then a smaller, sort of runtier looking black wolf, which I've denoted with the purple dot. And and as you sort of snap, you see the 3 white wolves are sort of circling and snarling at this girl as she's combatively tossing things at them. And the head of the runty black wolf sort of turns and looks at you. And then, like, you see it sort of... And it just sort of, like, almost whimpers away, sort of moving away from you. Sort of towards the tree, but not any closer to it.
Alright. So, in that case, Riza will go ahead and head back at a quicker but still stealthy pace.
Okay.
And will inform the others of what she has seen. Yeah, there's 3 white wolves and a runty black wolf, and they've traced a girl up a tree. We should probably kill it. The wolf that is.
I was about to say, if you were going to kill the child, we'd have a bit of an issue.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Sounds good to
and
me.
how are you guys going to approach? The Black Wolf did notice Riza as she approached, but it didn't really seem to raise any alarm. You
Nordak's
might
gonna
be
run.
okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check as you do so.
He's not.
Oh, okay. Then
He rushes
approximate.
in.
So then, who is following him?
Riza will. Keeping behind everyone though.
Okay. Then, if you see this ping right here, move all of your guys' tokens who are running with.
May I reapply my token?
Yeah. What? Which
I
one
got
do you-
one now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Just
can just
just
delete it.
drop
and
it.
Re-add it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a fancy token.
Nice. And I'll delete old Testy McTest face. Um. So, and at this point is when one of the large white wolves will actually hear Nordak's clanking armor and turn around and sort of snarl in you guys' direction. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Hell yeah. Woo.
Ah, shit.
Woohoo! Ugh.
Oh, I should probably put the turn order up. There we go.
You know, it's sometimes suggested. Sometimes.
Let
me
me
get-
roll.
Ugh.
Hold on.
Parsifal probably goes before Nordak.
Oh, definitely. He has a -1.
Yeah. We should probably start using that whatever it's called. Like the break ties option. It like puts your dex as like a point whatever on so it breaks ties.
We don't hit it that many though. We don't hit it that many though.
Yeah, but it's helpful.
Okay, so this guy's a 9. Damn. These wolves were really not paying attention.
They want the girl.
Child snack.
The snack that smiles back and throws random objects at you as you try to eat her.
Roll MP. Roll for the child. Go.
Yes. Roll for the child.
All right. Is everybody? Why is it not? Okay, there we go. Perfect. So, as this wolf turns around and notices you, you hear the young girl scream again. Oh, now you've done it! And she'll toss a stick down at one of the large white wolves in an attempt to hit it. The stick will miss wide and clatter to the ground. It is now the runty black wolf's turn, having had its attention drawn to you guys' presence by this larger white wolf. It is going to run this direction, and as it does, this white wolf that is next to it snaps at its heels a little bit, utilizing a attack of opportunity as it exits its range, which hits. You see sort of a hunk, like a little chunk of meat get taken out of the dog's side.
Oof.
All right. This dog is going to go ahead and. Nope. Okay. So he's going to go ahead and. Rush up and get ready to attack. It looks like he is going to lunge at the next thing that gets within 5 feet of it. All right. Is that Parsifal?
Yes.
I'm here. Look, I'm here. My parents just told me some very disturbing news, was all.
Oh no.
It's interesting. I'll tell y'all later.
Great.
Let me measure the distance here. Yeah, so they're gonna just run forward a bit.
Okay.
There we go. And they're going to cast. Oh no. They're gonna cast Sacred Flame at
Okay.
this wolfie.
Okay. A 15, so it's a save.
Dang it.
As you arc the sacred flame towards it, the wolf, sort of in that ready and pouncing position, just seems to be able to quickly move its body out of the way. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, not yet.
Cool. Nordek.
Nordek is going to grab his battle axe and charge at this.
Okay. As you get within 5 feet of it, it lashes out with its jaws for a 17 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. And you take math.
You take
That's
math.
the real struggle here.
Yeah. But I do need you to make a strength saving throw to avoid getting knocked prone.
Shit.
Ooh, no.
It's still my turn.
Yeah. So 8 points of piercing damage, and you are knocked prone.
Okay. So.
All right.
I can't.
How far did you move?
I'm literally right next to him.
No. I mean, you need half your
25.
movement. Oh. So if you moved, is that your full movement?
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah. You could still swing at him. It would just be a disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have the movement to stand back up.
No, that's fine. I was more so just looking at that. Okay. So, for his bonus, he's going to rage.
Okie dokie.
And
Oh shit.
he's going to swing wildly on his back with his great axe.
Alrighty.
Yo.
Hold on, I don't have it set at roll 2. I keep forgetting that every time we go into it. Alright, try it again. Fuck.
Oh no.
Oof. Yeah. So you swing wildly, but again, the creature is very light on its toes, and it's able to get out of the way. Anything else you want to do?
No, that's all he can do.
Okay. Riza, you're up.
Cool. Staying at her position, Riza is going to aim her bow at this far one right there.
Okay.
And well, I'll hang on to her spell slots right now and just fire her bow
Okay.
for a 25 to hit.
That hits.
Nice. 7 points of piercing damage to the wolf. To the wolf.
Okay. It yelps in pain and appears to be not looking that great. Oops.
So that will be her turn.
Okay. Wolf-based turns. Give me 2 seconds here. There we go. All right. So it is now that wolf's turn. It's going to go ahead and run up alongside of its friend here, and it is going to attack Nordak with its jaws with advantage for a 13 to hit.
On the nose.
Oh, shoot, really? Damn.
His spiked armor is 14 plus a dex, and it's a -1.
Oh, shit, I forgot about the minus
no.
one. Okay, so with that...
You a chunky man.
I rolled butt on damage, so that is 4 points of piercing damage, and you are already prone.
And I'm raging, so -2.
Okay.
Thank God.
This So it is now this other wolf's turn. It is going to go ahead and run off in this direction into the trees. And it is going to use its action to hide. And with that, where is it? Okay. Arana, it is your turn.
Awesome. I can be heard. Can you guys hear me?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Okay, cool. Had to double check. Okay, cool. Arana will have her rapier already at the pole, and she'll enter a stance, gather herself, realize that the wolves aren't coming towards her, and dart forward. Get about... She can move one more. And then she'll gesture out with the rapier, thrusting the hilt forward, and a beam of energy will shoot out and kind of spiral through and target that wolf right there.
Okie dokie.
1 second. Six to hit.
It misses. And the creature, once again, using its nimble agility, gets out of the way. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm almost there, Noridak. Just get on your feet. That'll be my turn.
Okay, it is the young girl's turn. She's just going to go ahead and she'll shout down and say, "What went into the woods? I don't know where it went." And she will give Nordak the help action. Okay. It is now the runty wolf's turn. It's going to stay where it's at, cowering.
Oh,
Nordak, it is
baby.
your turn.
He's gonna get up.
Okay.
And
You have to move it.
which one is hurt? Is it the red one?
Yep.
Okay. He's going to attack with his great axe recklessly.
And it's his great ass, also recklessly.
Well, just give me a second. Hold on. Wow. So 6 points of damage.
Okay, that will kill it. You sort of cleave in a similar area where the pre-existing wound is, and the creature falls.
And speaking of a great ass, he's going to butt bump as a bonus action with his armor into the other wolf with recklessly.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, so that hits as well. You sort of, as you swing your axe, you're able to sort of bring your spiked armor on the rear side of your body around and sort of strike true on this other creature, dealing it some damage. It yelps and cries out. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Dope. All right, Parsifal, it is your turn.
Okay, sick. So now they're going to run over here, and they're going to use their Warhammer. Once I take it out of editing. Uh, 14 to hit.
A 14 will hit.
All right, for 7 bludgeoning damage.
All right. You sort of are able to utilize the opening created by Nordak's wound to just sort of club it across the head, and it falls unconscious. Presumed dead at some point.
Don't hurt it. Let me get at it, okay?
It's a bit late for that, I'm afraid.
Save it for the Black Wolf.
Oh.
She wants to dance with the ant. She wants to dance with wolves.
Boo.
Boo hiss.
All right. It is Rhea's turn because I forgot to add her to the initiative the first time around, but that's okay. She's just dismounted off of her horse and seems plenty fine just letting you guys handle it. So she'll just go ahead and take the dodge action as she stands there holding the reins of her horse. Riza, it is your turn.
Okay. She is going to hold her action to uh, bring her to attack the hidden wolf whenever it appears
Oakley dokley.
with her longbow.
Anything else?
Uh, nope, not currently.
All right, Wu Tang. Arana, it is your turn.
Nice. She'll skip forward. Um, is the wolf dead,
It
or
is.
is it dying?
Uh, it is. It would be in the process of dying.
Cool. I am going to kind of glance around to look back at Riza Rhea. I'm never going to be able to find the other wolf. I'm going to cast Spare the Dying on the wolf.
Oakley dokley. So you see most of its wounds and things like that close up, but it does remain unconscious. So,
Poor thing. It's so dreadful, isn't it?
The other wolf's right there.
Where?
There.
Dear, I can't hear you. These ears just don't work the way they used to. I'm sure Parsifal or Riza can take care of it. My feet hurt. And that'll be my turn.
Okie dokie. All right. Okay. The little girl will call from up in the tree. I can't see where the last one went. And that will be her turn. The little wolf will keep cowering. Nordak, it is your turn.
Does Nordak see the puppy cowering or no?
I would say that you know of its existence. It is currently trying to hide, and you're let's see. Yeah, actually, your passive does beat its stealth check, so you can kind of see a little furry abscess on this tree, and you assume that it's hiding back there.
Okay. So passive, he sees it. He's gonna actively look for the other one.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
20.
All right.
Damn.
You see. Why is this? Oh, because it's on wrong layer. Wrong layer. You see the creature hiding behind a tree off into the woods, right here.
And that was my action.
Yep.
Okay, he'll just start running towards.
Alrighty.
Ouch.
Turn.
All right. Wonderful. Parsifal, it is your turn.
Parsifal is going to run over to the girl in the tree and say, "If you feel like you can come down, it's pretty safe down here now, as long as you stay with us."
She'll sort of she's in the process of picking like tiny little twigs and branches and stuff out of her hair, and she will do her best to scooch down the tree.
Parsifal holds their hands up to catch her in case she falls.
Oh, wonderful. She doesn't seem to need the help. She's able to very, very easily climb down the tree. When she reaches the bottom, aside from the sort of detritus in her hair and things like that from the actual event of being chased up the tree, she's wearing very, very plain, sort of worn clothing with a extravagant-looking sort of banded rainbow scarf that's just sort of twirled around her neck. You can see that she kind of gives it a little bit of preference as she's climbing down the tree to make sure it doesn't get caught in Anything else, first of all?
Nope.
Rhea will continue standing and looking on with disinterest.
These idiots are helping a homeless child.
Riza, you are up.
Now that Nordak is running towards the wolf, can she kind of surmise where the wolf is?
Go ahead and make a perception check with advantage.
So, is this my action
Yes.
3? Yeah, she'll go ahead and do that. A 9.
You don't see it. Nordak is just running into the woods.
She rolls her eyes and decides to move up a little bit. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there.
Okay. This wolf, noting that it has been spotted and sees Nordak bearing down on it, it is going to turn, utilize its full movement and a dash to flee. And I think that'll take us out of initiative, right? Unless anybody has anything more they want to hit.
The puppy's just kind of there. We
Nordak.
don't think we're
Yeah.
gonna bother with the
All
puppy.
right, great.
Nordak wants to kill the puppy.
No.
We get
Um,
too many pets in our games. Just kill
We
one.
don't have to keep
We
it
always
as a pet.
do
It can
that.
just like live.
I know it belongs to Sam. I'm just fucking with him.
The gang gets another pet.
All right. Rhea will remount her horse, and you all now have this young girl to interact with. Rhea will just sort of keep watch on the road. She doesn't seem
Arana
particularly interested.
Is on the child in an instant and is kneeling forward, hands on her knees. Hi, sweetheart. My name's Arana.
Hey,
That was some awesome stick throwing. Do you want to get cleaned up?
she'll sort of look at herself and will say, "Nah, I think I'm good."
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How long had you been stuck in the tree there?
Not long. Probably about 20 or so minutes. But a bunch of carriages went by that I didn't get to ask for money, and do you think they couldn't hear? I was screaming.
Really, I'm so sorry to interrupt you, Percival. May I ask some questions?
If you so desire.
Thank you, Percival. What's your name, honey?
Oh, my name is Grace.
Hi, Grace. Grace is such a beautiful name. Where are you from, honey?
Oh, El Toro.
Okay. Where are your parents' favorite grown-up? Who's taking care? How old are you?
I'm 12. She's probably no older than 9.
A child.
No, she looks 12. I don't know what kids look like. Okay. So who's your favorite grown-up? Who's taking care of you, honey? Oh my
Are you an
God.
orphan?
It's a very rude question.
Are you
So-
independent?
Well, simple yes or are you an independent child?
Sure.
Oh my God.
Well, go ahead.
We can take you back to El Torol, sweetie. Rhea, Rhea, dear, Rhea.
Do not call me dear.
Sorry, honey. Can Grace sit on the
She's a
back-
bit of ma'am.
Oh, ma'am's good, ma'am.
Do not call me ma'am.
Ryder Mantlemore,
Yes, Riza.
can can Grace ride with you until we can get her home safely?
Oh, yes, because this is precisely what I wanted to bring into a den of dragon cultists and druid circles. A young girl.
Do you plan on having her stay out here in the middle of nowhere then?
Well, Grace is more than capable of taking care of herself.
Yeah, I am.
You almost got eaten by wolves.
But I didn't.
That's because we ended up coming and making sure they didn't eat you.
So she. Oh, I'm so sorry. Can we bench up together? You guys are really spaced out. I don't know how long I can project.
Alright, where is Riza?
Oh.
She's certainly existing.
She's
Somewhere.
somewhere. Did I delete her by accident?
I think so.
Oh, rip. Okay.
The gather in. Okay, awesome. So I can. This is my instrument. Well, okay. Grace is resourceful, very good at climbing, and lucky. I think Grace will be more than capable of traveling with us. I mean, you're 12. I mean, I had a job when I was 12.
Percival's like raising an eyebrow and looking at Arana about this child who is literally 9.
Mhm.
That's a 12-year-old. I've seen children before.
Alright. While they're all talking, Riza's gonna head this way and take a look at this wolf pup.
Okay, once you get within about 10 feet or so of it, it starts snarling at you, but doesn't really seem like it's making any offensive sort of moves or attempts to attack at you. If anything, it's like just sort of backing away and bumping into that tree.
Are you going to just stand there and bark? Come on. Riza holds out her hand in a attempt to let the beast know that she means it no harm.
It doesn't necessarily seem like its demeanor changes any during that.
Alright. She'll reach into her bag and pull out a piece of jerky from her rations.
Okay, go ahead and make a animal handling check.
15.
It calms down quite quickly under the offer of food.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Riza will slowly approach it and will offer the jerky to it.
It takes it gingerly and then immediately puts it on the ground, puts its paws on one side of it, and then it's like...
Nice. And then while it's close, she will carefully place her hand on its head and will cast Cure Wounds on it.
It for a second is taken aback, but then immediately goes right back to chewing on jerky.
Alright. Do we want to do anything with this runt here, or are we just going to let it go back to its pack?
I don't intend to kill it, so it can do whatever it so wishes.
I think when you pet a puppy, it can't go back to its parents.
That's a common rumor. It's not true. Misconception. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I'll make sure to write that down. Misconception. One second, I'm almost done.
Mm-hmm.
You really like to get precise with your cursive.
Yeah, I think it's more calligraphy at this point.
Well, that's my problem with Neverwinter these days. They don't teach calligraphy or cursive anymore. And now you have all of these I don't know. These upper echelon. I've just received so many favors. I have to write this down.
Alright, well,
I
if
can write this
you don't want her coming along with us, Ryder Mantlemore, what do you suggest?
Frankly, if she's from Elturel, she got out this far. Let her go home.
Do you know your way home, Grace?
Of course.
How do you get
Insight.
from home? Yeah. How do you get from home from here?
She'll point at the road.
Good girl.
Well, Grace, honey, when you're in El Terrell and when we get back, come and find me and I'll take you out for dinner somewhere. Anywhere you'd like, and you can get anything expensive.
Oh.
Or you can follow us now and get that.
And possibly die, but we're not responsible for that since we've warned you now.
Yeah, and you're basically an adult, so
She's not an
He's
adult.
9.
she's 12. Look at the face.
Can you all just make a decision so we can get this the hell over with?
Right. Well, there's this wolf right here who's apparently hungry, so do you want to be left with it?
Oh, that one wasn't really bothering me.
Well, maybe if you make friends with it, it'll help keep you safe.
Oh, that'll be so cute.
But also, it's a wild animal, so maybe don't.
Seems very ill-advised.
Right. Well, Riza will approach and take out some of her rations and hand it to the girl. Just in case something tries to attack you again, just drop this. Or, eat it yourself. Whatever you feel
Oh.
like.
Thank you so much. And you see her sort of futz with her big rainbow patterned scarf, and she'll just sort of like pull at one of the like frayed edges and will pull like a little multicolored thread out and will extend it to you. And she'll say, "When I'm a great scholar, you can redeem this for a single lesson."
Thank you.
That's so charming.
I look forward to your lectures one day.
I'm sure we'll hear about you again eventually.
Well, most likely because Grace will be hunting me down for meal.
Hmm.
If we make it back, we might die on this trip, and isn't that exciting?
Possibly. Also, is Riza able to collect the arrow she shot from earlier?
She is.
Yay! Right. Cool. Then, Riza is done here.
Moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, to clarify, the plan is you guys are going to let Grace make her way home herself.
How far away are we from Elturel right now?
It took you guys about 30 or so minutes to get here.
Nah, Parsifal's not gonna leave a gremlin out on their own.
Yeah, it's only half an hour back, and it's only an hour there and back, but who knows who'll...
Grace?
Yeah.
Would you mind if we led you back home?
Why, oh,
Led. We just got here.
I think Rhea should take the horse, take the girl as well, ride the horse to the gate, and then come back.
That's right, she has a mount. So
Yes, and horses go very fast.
they do. So it's up to whether or not Rhea or Ryder Mantlemore, would you mind?
She'll lean
Sorry.
down. She'll lean down and look at Grace, and she'll say, "Grace, are you a Hell Rider?" And she'll say, "No." Then it would be very difficult for you to get on a Hell Rider's mount, wouldn't it? And she'll pull her face back.
Oh, you're a delight, Bria Mantamore. She makes a face at Parsifal.
These are the rules. I can't work around the rules.
I didn't realize there was a rule behind that. Never mind then.
Okay, well, maybe...
Oh, so Parsifal is going to take their shield. Ryder Mantelmore, is it okay if I tie this to the saddle?
No.
Okay, I tried.
Okay, Grace, what were you doing out here in the first place?
Collecting money. So
Yeah, she just said she was trying to get money from the carriages that just
I
rolled
want
past.
to get into the academy in Elturel so I can be a
Ah.
great scholar.
Well then, stop attracting wolves. She'll be fine.
Grace. Oh, your story's warming my heart.
But when we come back through here, you're coming back with us to Baldur's Gate, and you're begging somewhere where there aren't wolves.
Yes, I used to do charity operas. Oh, this would make a great sell.
People have less money once they head to Elturel. They leave them at the cathedrals and stuff. The cathedrals don't need money. I need money, so I gotta get them here before they get into town.
God, it's so fucking loud. Hold on.
Oh, that's so clever. We can work this out, though. We have a job that we need to focus on.
Okay.
So,
Me
Grace,
too.
you go back. So, Grace, you go back to Elturel. It's a road. Just keep walking it. Cling to the side, and then we'll discuss you tomorrow after we get done with dragon cultists in an old druidic circle in the middle of the forest that's haunted and probably full of dead bodies and vengeful spirits.
Parsifal is going to rummage through their bag and take out their alms box and hold it out to Grace.
What's this?
Well, it's an alms box, and classically, I am not for running questionable grifts, but if you hold this, you can say you work for the church, and maybe you'll get some extra money.
Awesome. She'll open it and then remove like a large sack of money.
Oh my god.
Dump it inside and then close the box.
Oh, I love her.
Parsifal gets like a small smile on their face and nods approvingly.
Are you encouraging a child to lie for personal gain?
Don't worry, I do that already.
I wasn't talking to you. Parsifal, are you encouraging a child to lie for personal gain?
A child.
But they keep saying you're 9. I'm pretty sure after the 3rd time, I'm probably the one that's wrong.
Despite the fact that I am a cleric, I do agree that most churches in many regions around Faerun are bleeding money, and where better to put it than into the pockets of a young girl who's trying to become a great scholar. I don't see any issues with encouraging grifts.
Well, I suppose I was mostly worried about the flashback of being in a largely cleric or religiously centered city where there would be, less sympathy. Well, it depends on who gets to the story first. Right, very good, Arana.
Did you just say that to yourself?
No, I was trying to...
Grace, she's telling you to lie really well.
Yes, I've had a very long day. A wolf died in front of me, and it was terrible.
Speaking of, what are you going to do when that one wakes up?
Nothing. It's just gonna wake up.
You might want to chill in that tree while you wait for it to wake up, Grace.
But then want to just be stuck in the tree again?
The wolf's gonna be out for like 6 hours.
Well, 4 at the tops.
Just walk fast.
All right, guys, let's go.
Yes.
Have
Fine.
fun taking care of yourself, hon.
Yes. Walk home. There's no. You're more
Right?
likely to die out here than get money.
All right. And with the crack of the reins from Rhea's warhorse, you all sally forth, leaving behind Grace and the small black wolf just won't stop following you, Riza.
God damn it.
Um, so,
I'm the wrong
uh,
kind
Hosier
of
wrote a
horse.
song about this, and you still didn't listen.
with that being said, I need whoever is navigating as you all branch off from the road and start diving into the Edelgard wood to make a survival check. And you can do so at advantage because I'm assuming the party would be collaboratively assisting in navigation.
I'll be back.
19.
Wonderful.
So
Now,
sweet.
I need somebody to roll me a d4.
Oh God,
Oh,
I'll go.
Boy.
I'll do it. 2.
Wonderful. Okay.
Wonderful.
yeah, wonderful.
Santa, is that you?
All
Can't
right.
keep doing this.
You'll do it till the end of time. Also,
right,
it's Cyrus,
Isn't the
actually.
kid's name in Shrimp Heaven now actually Jason? We can't keep doing this.
Is it Jason?
Sorry, I just got to copy you guys' tokens over and set them up for the dynamic lighting.
Oh snap.
Oh, I love dynamic lighting. So there's one time I was singing out in Baldur's Gate, and at that time it was before I met my current husband, but I had another lover, some Baldur's Gate Duchess or something. I never actually found out. I didn't care that much.
Mhm.
But anyway, so I'm out in Baldur's Gate. I'm working. Some of the other girls started getting into a fight. Oh my gosh. So Charisse turned out to be sleeping with Eleanor's husband and was pregnant, and she had been lying, saying it was a stable boy. However, when she lied about it, that meant the stable boy got arrested and tried, and then he was hung because he had outstanding charges from the thievery cases. So that
He had
happened.
it coming. He had it
Um,
coming.
Baldur's Gate was crazy back in my day. I'm a lot older than I look. And she'll pour her
He
back
only
half
had
hell.
to
So
stop the
but anyways, so yeah, so that happened. So the child came out. Now the stable boy who was killed was a human, but shoot, Eleanor's husband was not human. He wasn't like an elf. I think he was a little bit shorter, but he wasn't like a gnome or a halfling. It was either way. Child came out with some very pronounced physical appearances that the stable boy didn't have, and that's how Charisse got kicked out of the opera house. I hear she moved somewhere east or west. She moved somewhere inland.
That's a
And that's
very
it.
fascinating story.
Thank you so much. I miss working at an opera house. The girls there were batshit insane.
And I take it you made it out unscathed.
Oh no, honey.
Rhea at this point will put up her hand and say, "Is that enough?" And then we'll say, "I believe the circle is just up ahead." But uh, and she'll sort of strain her neck to see around like this small little bend in this tight little woodland path you guys are navigating. And she'll say, "I think I see a figure standing in the path."
Yes.
Holy
Can you,
shit.
can you see who it is? Or what they look like?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Hell yeah.
All of us are just one.
Damn it.
Somebody else can make one. We'll say.
Please.
So go ahead, Parsifal. So you both sort of crane your neck, and
Ooh. Oh, I need
heavy-
to put it on roll too.
the heavy foliage of the Edelgard wood is sort of blocking your view. Rhea will jump down off of her warhorse, sort of tethering it by its reins to a tree, and will sort of get down and it's, looked robed.
Robed.
And yep.
Oh, boy.
And cool. So, how would you guys like to proceed with this particular bit of information?
Cautiously. Risa
Yes.
will pull a Duvaneth and will disappear into the foliage next to the group.
Okay. Here's something that we can do.
Stealth check.
Let me approach. I'll distract the figure, and then you guys get yourselves situated.
Risa's
Parsifal
gone.
just, like,
Oh, Risa's gone.
Parsifal has their warhammer in hand and says, "Sure."
Okay, I'm going to Nordak, don't move. Be very quiet. You're very loud in the armor. Okay, so I'm going to approach. Everyone else gets situated in case it goes bad, and then when I say "uh-oh," you'll know what to do if it gets bad. Are we good?
I suppose so.
All right.
Is that wolf still following Risa?
Yeah.
She looks down at it.
squatting in the bushes, and like the wolf just like snuffs up next to her. Like, what are we looking at?
Exactly.
Okay, Nordak, actually, can you move out into the side? I forgot we were in the middle of the road. Well, we're not in the middle of the road. We've moved on past the road.
I think he's like,
He crab walks. He even does like little hands.
Take your time.
He's over.
Take your time.
He's on the side of the road.
All right. I am going to brandish my rapier, hold it out, and she'll, make it vanish. And she'll kind of get herself situated. Okay, what's my name? Parsifal, give me a name. Give me an identity. Who am I channeling?
your name is Leithrahani.
Leithrahani. Okay, I'm feeling it. I'm getting it. I'm channeling it. Channeled.
What's my motivation?
Channeled. Okay, I'm going to approach the robed figure.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
As you approach, you notice a couple things about this figure. It's wearing very dark robes, probably black. Its head is sort of slumped like this, and it has a hood up covering its face. How close are you getting?
I am getting as close as I need to.
Okay. You can get as close as you would like. However, as you get closer and closer, and I will say at about, would you be comfortable getting within 10 feet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. At about 10 feet, you start to actually see the differences in color in the dark robe, and you see that there's just this large, sort of dark puddle, for lack of a better term, on this figure's chest. It's covered in sort of a very fresh-looking liquid of some kind, and as you sort of peer around the side, you see that this figure has been impaled from behind with a spear, and then sort of kind of like propped up with that same spear.
Cool. Like as she was approaching, she had on a very like jaunty, like carefree demeanor, and as she stepped closer and closer, there was a very visible like drop of act. Like she stopped swinging her arms and she stopped skipping, and as she's taking this all in, she like just stills completely. And she go, "Oh fuck."
What does that mean? What does the oh fuck mean?
Be quiet, Percival. You're not in the scene. I'm going to take like a hairpin from my hair and use it to like prop the hood up.
Cool. So as you sort of pick back the hood, the hood is quite flowing, like very very like proper. I'm a creepy archmage looking hood that has a lot of fabric to it. And as you push it back and gravity catches it, it actually reveals not only the wearer's sort of face, but also what looks to be a pin that is sort of jabbed into their robes on their chest. And I use face very lightly. This individual is actually wearing a mask covering their face that has dragon-like aspects to it.
What is it? Okay, so it's mounted up on what again?
A spear. So it's like somebody ran this guy through from behind, and then kind of like elected not to take the spear out, and then kind of displayed his body on the spear, utilizing some crude sticks and things like that to hold his body sort of in this standing position.
Okay, cool. I'm going to take the pin, pull the hood back over the face, and keeping my face like very calm, very like unaffected by what I saw, I will calmly leave the scene, exiting the way I came, then like sneak back over to the group. I show them the pen.
What the fuck?
So the pin is it's a at the top it has sort of a circular shape. The whole thing is black and made of obsidian. This circular shape and kind of almost a sundial-like effect. And then shooting off from the bottom of it are these small little triangles mounted on like very very stiff jeweler's wire. And there are 3 in total, but there looks like there could be room for more.
Oh no.
How many triangles are there?
3.
What colors are they?
They are
Yeah.
all. Everything is black.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me get this straight because you said a lot of words.
Sure.
So it's a circular. It's a pin that's spherical but flat. It's made out of obsidian, and it's a sundial.
Sorry. So like a radial sun. So there's like a center orb, and then there's kind of like these rays that come off of it, and there's 5 of them total.
Okay. And then there's 3 triangles that are connected to some of the rays.
No, they're sort of just connected straight down off of the sun-like shape.
Okay.
Would you be able to?
I feel like
draw
I need
that?
a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, I will draw it real fast and then put it up into Discord.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I did not include.
It'd be kind of like that.
Yeah, that's about right here. My artistic
Oh.
talents are in full swing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3.
So it's kind of like a frisbee of death.
So it looks
Ooh,
Like-
that's very fancy.
like a this,
Oh.
and then you can see that there, which I've placed right here. You can see that there is space for more little wire hanger doohickeys. Specifically, thematically, you would guess probably about space enough for 2 more little dangly thingies.
Almost as if there is legend.
Of something that has 5.
Yeah. Who'd have thought?
Also, the figure had a draconic-like mask on. I'm positive that was one of the cultists. They were killed, then propped up, obviously as a warning. I think someone else knew about the cultists and took care of them.
Perhaps that was a trap, Riza says as she, comes out of the forest.
I had my hands, all over it. If it was a trap, they're really bad at executing it.
There.
Yeah, I think it was more of a stay back sign myself.
What color was the mask?
What color was the mask?
It was-
probably black.
Sorry,
It
I
was
couldn't tell if
black.
you were asking.
Oh no, it was. I was asking, and then I figured it out. It was black, probably like the robes, the blood stain, the pin.
Alright. So, Black
Here's my-
Dragonborn cultist?
Here's my pitch. Dragon cultists, except they're following a very specific aspect of dragons, focusing on the aspect of chaos, death, and rebirth. Goth dragon cultists.
Sounds like a sick name for a new bard group.
I am writing that down.
My goodness. Well, I don't know what does Riza know about the dragon cultist as a veteran mercenary herself?
Make a history check.
I'm not great at those. An 11.
I mean, so you would know that the dragon cultists, generally speaking, they work in colored groups. They are always, all the followers always, it's all coordinated. That all followers of sort of the black dragons work together, which is likely what this poor fellow was due to the nature of his aesthetic. But other than that, not much.
Perhaps the other dragonborn cultists wanted to get one up on the black dragonborn cultists.
Are you saying that there's dragon cultists infighting? Oh, that's exciting.
I mean, potentially. Also, completely unrelated, but I just realized that our colors on Roll20 are a rainbow.
Blessed.
Oh, that's so
Hashtag blessed.
nice.
That's a little bit of a rainbow.
Rhea will
It's a gradient.
step down and will and will say, I've never heard of dragon cultists infighting. They'll see themselves as a singular whole.
True, fair enough.
Tiamat, supposedly all the heads, one body.
True. What do you think the triangles mean then? Perhaps it was its ranking?
She'll you have the pin, right?
I'm holding it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. She'll take a look at it and she'll say, I don't know. I've never seen anything like that before, but it seems possible.
I'm going to keep it until now. And she'll open her vest, pop open her frock coat a little, and then pin it. And you can see an array of lovers tokens just pinned to her coat, and then she'll close it.
My goodness. Alright. Well, by the looks of it, we're going in the right direction, regardless.
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
We can only learn from moving forward.
So does that mean we're walking past the body, or?
We should probably check for traps as we continue from now on. Perhaps did the spear look like it was coming out of the ground?
No.
The spear was put through the body, and then the body was propped up on it, and there were sticks and stuff used to keep it in place. That's why I think it was a warning and not a trap. I've seen it be used before as, a message. Yes, a message, a threat, get back, get back, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Sorry,
Well,
Jason, for cutting you off all the time.
Oh no, that's okay. I really need. This is me getting back in the habit of letting you guys talk to each other. It's not something I've had to deal with for a while, so no worries.
you're good. You're valid.
Yeah. So, how are you guys proceeding?
I would
Reasonably.
say. Oh,
Go ahead.
Rebecca?
No,
I
you're
was
fine.
gonna say still carefully.
Yeah, which is what Risa was gonna say too.
Okay. You guys are making a stealthy approach.
I would say
wants to
still.
take the mask.
Oh, he is able to do that. He will find that the face underneath the mask is that of a human male.
Is he
Nice.
handsome?
Not particularly.
Well, like, what's his? Is he like?
He's about a 3 out of 10.
He's
There you
got
go.
he's got the face of a man who got all C's in high school.
Damn.
Oh.
Oh.
Ow.
I got all F's, so
Yeah, I got all C's. Eh.
Yeah.
Can't relate
None of
under
us.
threat of death.
is he dark-haired or is it light-haired?
It's very light hair. He has
Is Arana gonna thirst after this man?
No, I'm ready. It's for the poetry. I gotta exaggerate it.
I hope
Oh.
not. This
So
motherfucker's
I'm
dead.
sure I'm sure we'll see a disguised self in the future.
Okay, so light-haired. Was he brutish?
Oh my god.
no, I would say he was more on the live side.
Okay, live, sinewy but capable.
Oh, he's one of those guys that you think would kind of be like sort of nice to hang out with, but then it turns out that he's like really into Minecraft, but
Oh.
and Tiamat, and like Minecraft, like before, like and like is very like doesn't like the Hatsune Miku joke.
No, this guy, this is the guy that you think is gonna be cool, and then he says females, and you can literally feel the conversation getting
Ooh.
worse.
Yeah, exactly. It's like he doesn't think that Hatsune Miku.
I appreciate
made
you changing
Minecraft.
that, Fish, because I like Minecraft, and I felt very much more attacked than I did before with the high school comment.
No,
And I'm like, what the fuck?
specifically, he like plays Minecraft and doesn't like the Hatsune Miku made Minecraft joke.
I guess what
I
I'm
don't even know
trying
what
to
you're
say
talking about.
is what he looks like was never really important to what was happening, so I didn't really think about it.
Also valid. That is the most valid.
so-
dude.
Yeah.
So while Arada's there taking notes about what this fucking gross dragon cultist that's dead looks like, here's what you all see.
Hey.
Can you see?
No.
Not yet. Oh, I can
I-
see
I can see a single
a ray of light.
ray
Yeah,
of light.
you guys are kind of in like a little hallway type deal.
It's still loading in for me.
So,
give Fish's internet a chance.
well, that's okay. She's taking notes about what this gross dragon cultist
Oh
looks
yeah,
like.
I'm busy.
As Rhea is very clearly rolling her eyes, you all are able to see through this sort of winding, tight forest path. It eventually dumps out into what is been described as the stone circle, and at it you can see a old moss-covered altar that looks to be surrounded by a ring of water.
Ooh.
Ooh, we love the aesthetic. We love what's happening here.
I fell into it.
And amidst the sort of windingness of the underbrush and things like that, you note that there also looks to be a divergent path here, which goes off and to the right, just behind where you guys found the body.
So, do we want to take the main path or do we want to diverge?
I'll go with whoever the group decides. But I think
Yes, Arana, what is it?
Oh, I'm still taking notes.
Well, why don't you tell me then, while you're taking notes, if you'd like to go on the main path or if you want to go on the side path?
No, I'm good, but thank you. Nordak can do that. I'm busy.
Nordak.
He's gonna take out one of his bone dice and just roll. And he points to the other path, not the main path.
Thank you.
In that case, Frieza will go ahead and attempt to find a place to stealth with all this and sort of go to the side of the group.
Okay.
Parsifal is gonna stick to the wall as well, kind of going past the little area. Is there anything they can see within the room ahead?
I'll say go ahead and make a perception.
A worm?
Hey Jason, can you make our
Damn.
tokens bigger, or is the line different?
The lines don't line up.
Okay, that's what I was checking. I see a grid, but it's not the grid that our tokens are moving.
Because people make really nice maps for mods, and then are like, I'm just gonna slap a grid on it because they're fucking idiots.
Yeah, it's a bitch. It's
So,
a bitch in roll
to answer your question, no, I can't make it lined up because I tried for like 30 minutes. And
I know.
just gave up.
I did it with Strahd when I had those maps. I said, "Fuck it, I'm done."
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I just used the.
As you peer around the corner, what you are able to see is very clear. It does not appear to be hiding. There is a man in a dark red robe next to a decapitated corpse of another man with a black robe. And then he appears to have a pile of some sort of flesh in front of him, and he is smashing up and grinding something in a bowl. And behind him, a rattling set of bones is walking around and tending to his requests.
Who sees this?
Parsifal. They seem a little and they back up slowly and relay what they saw to the rest of the group. So there seems to be a man who's next to a decapitated, robed body, along with an entire pile of flesh, and he's grinding something. I'd rather not think about what. And there's bones tending to his bidding.
As an undying warlock, is Arana familiar with any of this? Like, we can draw conclusions that that's probably a necromancer doing necromancy things.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and I'll say. I mean, yeah, you could definitely draw the conclusion that that's probably a necromancer doing necromancy things. But also, I would say go ahead and roll an Arcana check about what he might be getting up to.
Fingers crossed, boys.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
So you can't really determine why he would be doing this, or might be doing this, or would have interest in doing this. But you're likely, or you believe that he's likely chopped this dragon cultist head off, stripped all the flesh and organs from it, and is grinding the dragon cultist skull into bone dust.
Class?
Sexy.
decapitated the body and stripped the organs, and is likely grinding up the skull cap. If you didn't see the head, then that means he's moved on to the jawbones to make bone dust. She just says apropos of nothing.
Bone dust for magical purposes?
Well, what else would you use bone dust for? I mean, besides snorting.
Very brave. Very brave.
She says this completely deadpanned.
Can't believe Clocks is her patron.
What I think we should do is we should charge forward and kill the sons of bitches.
Well, clearly, this person seems to be against the dragon
Oh, that's
cultists.
fair. I can try and talk to them. We'd have a lot in common.
I think that's a decision for you and you alone to make.
Well, I think it's a decision we can all make as a group.
If you want to try, I'm not going to stop you.
I feel like there are worse things we could do than try to speak to someone who's making bone dust. Nordak?
He'll put his great axe on his shoulder and just shrug like he's not ready to, like he's not being aggressive in his move.
But
Nordak is indifferent.
he doesn't seem ready to fight.
All right, so I will. Okay. Okay. Oh dear. All right. Rhea, do you have any insight? Is she with us?
Yeah, no, she's been standing there the whole time.
Just looking at us.
Yeah, thinking and trying to understand what's kind of going on. She'll say, "No, I know that there has quite a bit of an uptick in some of the more evil cults to do with death and things like that. It's maybe one of those instances. Can't say that I hate the fact that they are butchered dragon cultists. It's okay, but they might also be up to something insidious. And we don't even know what this ritual site is used for.
Well, no time like now to ask. If it gets hairy, I need you guys to rush in, though, obviously.
Of course.
Rhea will draw her short sword from her side.
All right. Arana is going to gather herself and then approach. She's going to make her presence very known.
Okay, how are you going about making your presence known?
I'm just sort of like knocking on the trees as I pass and then saying, hello, Arana here. Wanted to talk about the body right there and what you guys are doing here. We came here to investigate the cultists.
Okay,
That was
Straight to
very
the point.
ominous. That was very ominous. Okay.
Okay. So the first thing is, as you, how far or how close are you getting?
I think I'm going to like get within eyesight, but I'm not gonna like. I'm gonna sit in the metaphorical door frame, if that makes sense.
Okay, so sort of down here.
Yes.
Okay.
If you could move me, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Well,
Okay.
I got one.
So, as you get closer, there are a couple things that you notice as it becomes more clear. This is another area of the magic druid circle that you guys had heard about. This one features large sort of animal creatures, a bird, a fish, and a mammal, sort of all surrounding this stone altar area where this necromancer is doing his deeds. Um, Likewise, you also get a better view of the necromancer himself than Parsifal was able to get from their vantage point. And as this figure turns to like look at you, you see swinging around its neck a symbol that is essentially a black triangle with a pearl white skull situated directly in the middle. And as you say, I'm here about the cults. He quickly whips his hand, and the skeleton just drops down on all fours and starts like bounding towards you like a rabid animal.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate that.
Cool. I stand there completely, like, unaffected.
Cool. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh no.
Let me drop it.
Oh fuck. I need to move. It's over a smidge.
Oh, that is so long.
Oops. There's right. Turns. All right. I think I missed Nordax. Gotta add a turn for him. Okay. Ah. All right. Put this into descending. Rhea will go ahead and utilize her movement to stand here and get a better view, but that will end her turn. Well, actually, she'll pat Nordak on the shoulder and say, "Go get him, Jen." And Arana, it is your turn. This skeleton here is, which looks like a bugbear, but it's really a skeleton, is what is charging at you.
Okay, cool. I am. I'm thinking. Did you drop the dynamic lighting, or is it broken again on me?
I did not drop the dynamic lighting, so let me look at your token. It might be on your side.
Because it fixes and then it, like.
Oh, you have the advanced fog of war on.
No, I don't. I don't have fog of war on. I just have dynamic lighting on.
Are you sure? Because it's also doing the advanced fog of war thing, where it will be completely black, and then once you see an area, it will like light up, and then you'll be able to see within it even when you're not there, but you won't be able to see tokens within it.
Yeah, you do, because I just went into a black area and I got a full space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then once we come out of the black area, we can see everything.
Okay.
It's a very cool situation, which will be very fun, like a castle thing, but and it's also really cool here, but it might be fucking with some shit.
So you just have to move the tokens into the black area and it'll remove the fog of war stuff. I just did that.
Which is probably what fucked Fish up.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
So, Fish, can you see now?
Yes, I've always been able to see, but the thing is I've been able to see the whole map.
Oh. I'm gonna have to troubleshoot this when we're not running a game.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean,
As long
it
as you
only.
can see, that's all I care about.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I am going to use my action to summon my rapier into my hand. I give it a flourish. And I am going to. Oh, there we go. Move forward and engage the probably necromancer. And
Okay.
that. Let me just check really quickly. Nothing.
The necromancer is over here. That is the beheaded corpse of a dragon cultist.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I can't see. Okay, yeah. I look at the body and then go, oh, you're over there. Hi, and then I walk over.
Okay. He looks as though he is beginning to draw a weapon.
Nice. That is my action.
Cool. Nordak, you're up.
So is this the number correctly?
Yes.
Okay. There. So which one is it? Is it this guy that's the creepy dude?
That's the skeleton. And then the actual guy that was grinding brains is this guy over here.
Okay, I can't see him, so all I can see is the skeleton. He's going to grab one of the javelins off his back and throw it at the guy.
Okie dokie. Roll to hit. All right. So you go ahead and hurl the javelin, and as it as it strikes, you hear a clatter of bones as sort of the rib cage area of the skeleton gets struck, and your javelin clatters to the floor along with the bones that sort of came off. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that's his turn.
Okay. All right. With that, it is the skeleton's turn. It is going to complete its gallop on 4 legs, and will go ahead and slash at you, Arana, with its sort of claws. Almost, it looks as though the bones of the fingers have been sharpened.
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. A 11.
Undead have difficulty targeting me. If it targets me directly, it has to make a wisdom saving throw against my spell save, which is a 13, or choose a new target, or target somebody else, or it forfeits the attack if it can't hit anybody else.
Okay, I don't think it can reach anybody else, so I think that concludes its turn.
Damn,
Risa.
that's cool.
You are up.
Tight. Riza will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there, so she can see things. Is this undead cultist or a live cultist? Like
Oops.
live
Sorry.
necromancer. You're good.
So which guy are you?
This one.
Your token is still moving for me. Sorry, I can't for whatever reason. The map is just having a field day for me.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of stuff going on, but that's okay. We're learning.
So that guy is a decapitated corpse of a dragon cultist.
Okay, so is there anyone that there isn't anyone she can see within range then? So she will go ahead and switch out her longbow. She'll sort of like place her longbow off to the side and, well, we'll switch out her longbow for her short swords and we'll go ahead and go. We'll go ahead and take the dash action moving forward. So 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there. Haha, I can see things now. And that was, and then she'll go ahead and cast Hunter's Mark on the on the skeleton first, actually.
Okay.
That'll be her action. Her turn.
Cool. All right. Well, with that, Parsifal. Man, Roll20 is really, yeah, page unresponsive. Give me 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Jason, you're lagging a
Could
Yeah.
I know we're in the middle of combat, but would a 5 to 10 minute break work well here?
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool.
Mhm.
All right,
Okay.
break time.
We'll be
Yay.
right back, guys. Sorry.
Thank you for catching off my joke, Katie.
Hello, everyone. We join our crew live from the Druid Circle in Edelgard Wood. See how they're doing. So, first of all, you just stepped into this area, and what you see is a large sort of altar-like area, a ring of water, and you see a individual dressed in a heavy-looking black cloak, and he appears to have a dragon cultist by the scruff of his neck, and you see both of his hands are occupied, though he is armed. He has this dragon cultist, and he's got his face sort of in the water, sort of holding him down and like drowning him. He's
a dragon cultist is drowning a dragon cultist?
No. This individual's robes, they look more like assassin robes and less like cultist robes.
Okay.
Or not even robes. It's really just like a cloak and like leather armor underneath. He looks like he's absolutely capable of a fight, whereas the cultist is being drowned, so he doesn't. He's yelling at this guy. He's yelling at the dragon cultist that he is drowning in Draconic. Do you speak Draconic?
They do.
All right. It essentially roughly translates to him asking over and over again, "Where is it? Where are they? Where is it?
Where's the fucking money, Lebowski?"
Yeah. Exactly. Also, strewn about in this area, you do see a crate or two, which all appear to be empty or open. Anything else you'd like to do? I know that you've just moved, but it doesn't seem like either of the people have noticed you.
Parsifal's just gonna, for the moment, casually watch this dear little cultist die.
Cool. Yeah, the bubbles are still going, but not for long. All right.
Oh my god.
Okay, it's the hooded necromancer figure. He is going to reach under his robe, and he materializes. He materializes a flail, and what you see of this flail is it's made of very, very dark iron, and the actual head of the flail is the same symbol that he's wearing on his chest. It's a black triangle with a white skull embedded in it, and it's on all three sides of this triangular flail, and he'll sort of spin it over his head and swing it at you.
Oh god.
For a 12 to hit.
That hits on the dot.
Okay. As he wallops it into you, take 4 bludgeoning damage.
I may have dumped wisdom and I may have dumped intelligence, but I didn't dump con. How many?
4.
4?
I'm sorry. Cool. It is Rhea's turn. She's going to continue to be unimpressed generally with everything that's happening. But she will utilize some of her movement to step right about here so she can keep Parsifal in her line of sight as well as what's happening down here. Right.
When you're the rookie's big.
Right. Right. Arana, it is your turn.
Hi. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Cool. I am going to thrust out with the pommel of my rapier, and as I do, I procure a petrified Eye of Newt from somewhere on my body. And with an Eye of Newt, I curse you, man of ill repute, and I cast Hex, and then I'm going to stab him.
Oh, that's great.
underneath the deep darkness of his cloak, you see him wince. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay, cool. Okay,
No one
one
is
second.
happy about the situation.
Cultist. Ah, shit. Someone who says puns.
Oh shit, it's a rhyme. God damn it.
You just noticed.
No. That's like what
That's
the
a
cultist
cultist.
says.
Ah, shit. It's a poet. And they're aware.
Sorry. Just making sure it's situated because it's got packed with blade crap.
Yep. All good.
The
And I'm also going to focus down on his intelligence, I guess. It doesn't do much hex, but because it only affects abilities, but you know.
Intimately familiar. That will hit.
I lunge forward.
Okay. As he is sort of carrying through with his strike with his flail, you see it almost like tug him. He's not a very good close quarters fighter like this, and you're able to exploit that and riposte a piercing wound into his chest, and he recoils back. He did not quite expect that, and he begins to bleed.
Haha! I was trained by one of my other lovers, a very fine fencer woman. Aha!
All right. Anything else? I think that's it.
No, that will be my turn. I am stuck in a very dramatic pose. Also, there's an Eye of Newt in my hand, but
Still.
who cares?
Nordak, you're up.
Thornak is gonna run 15 here. He'll go up to this way to her,
Okay.
and he'll take an overarching swing at the creepy thing.
Cool.
What he does.
So as you swing, his flail comes back, and he sort of rattles against your axe just in time to deflect it to the side. You missed.
A 24 misses?
recklessly.
You were saying recklessly. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I thought you were just describing like
Oh no,
recklessly lowercase as opposed to recklessly uppercase. No,
same thing.
a 24 does hit, and you just sort of cleave him. You sort of cleave him in half, essentially, striking with enough force to probably have killed him twice over, and he just collapses into a puddle on the ground, and he is
Dead.
Okay.
anything else?
No, because he used all of his movement. Fuck. Yeah, no, that's it.
All right. The skeleton will go ahead and, thinking better of attacking you, Arana, will go ahead and, being especially the fact that it's stupid and doesn't understand combat, will dive this way. At Riza, you will get an attack of opportunity.
Nice. Okay.
Does Nordak also get an attack of opportunity?
No, because he was on the other side of where the skeleton was standing. Oh, shoot, you're right. Yes, he does.
I didn't mean to be a jerk about that. I was just making sure I saw it too. My bad.
No, you're right. Call me out when I'm wrong. I can only do so much.
Does a 12 hit?
I had the stats up, and then I didn't. Give me a second. A 12 will not hit, but a 13 will. And as you sort of slash at it with your great axe, it sort of discorporeates into just a pile of bones, and that ends combat.
And the assassin's dead as well?
The
Or
assassin,
is
no,
it-
the assassin has not noticed Parsifal, so they're technically not in the initiative order.
Oh, okay.
Which, speaking of which, at now that we've dropped the order, Parsifal, you stand there, and eventually the bubbles from the dragon cultists stop, and you see the assassin-looking character sort of take that piece of paper that was in his hands and sort of open it up and look at it. His back is still to you. You can't really see the content or contents of it. And you see him remove what looks to be a sort of a very fancy looking fountain pen and make scribble on it.
Uh,
Oi.
Uh, you, there's sort of like almost a hiss as it wheels around, and it's still gripping that piece of paper in its hands, and it now has sort of a spooky looking curved dagger in its hand.
Percy Jackson style.
But
I get that.
it does not respond to you. Just sort
Parsifal
of
holds their hands up and is like, I'm not going to attack you. Fine.
okay. What is everybody else doing as that happens?
Risa would come back out this way, and now that that's been sorted, and go and see what Parsifal's looking at.
Arana is digging through the necromancer's robes.
Okay, go ahead and make a investigation check.
And
Nordak,
Risa switches back to her bow, by the way.
What's that?
She goes back to her bow, by the way.
Nordak, can you help me look through this? I'm not exactly the most attentive.
Nordak will get to one knee and basically with his spiked glove just swipe to the side to help.
All right.
A solid 16.
Oh, it's running slow again for me. So 16?
Yes.
All right. So what you find is a wax skull, which kind of like functions as like almost like a box, and inside you find a finely ground powder, which you're guessing is the bone powder that the that this necromancer character was grinding. You also find the amulet that I was wearing, the black triangle with the white skull. You find its flail, which features the same iconography. You also find a what seems to be probably a arm bone of some kind, etched with runes of some variety, for a language that seems arcane in nature. And that is it.
Nordak wants to take the holy symbol and looks to you for approval.
No, I want to keep that. You can have the flail, though. Deal. If we kill another necromancer, though, you're free to take the amulet. I'm keeping this wax skull. This is fucking cool.
Is it an actual flail or is it like a little hand one, like a fake one or something?
Given that it bludgeoned me over the head,
Well, no, he
I
said it
sure
was in the
hope it's
box. So
real.
no, he said it was in the box. So I got confused. That's why I'm checking.
Uh,
Maybe I heard the whole thing wrong. That's why I'm asking.
Wait. So the flail is like a proper big,
Okay.
like military flail. It's just or like been decorated to look like that holy symbol.
Okay. I've added that to my arsenal. I'm gonna start hitting motherfuckers with this bitch too.
All right.
I'm happy.
At this point, so all right, we will go back to Parsifal as that is occurring. Riza, you've just caught up with Parsifal. Rhea is standing behind you both, sort of watching over this situation quietly. Um, and Right. This figure just appears to be standing there, dead still. There's like a slight hiss, sort of cutting through the air, but it appears almost like a deer frozen in headlights, where it has its knife up, ready to attack. It's holding this piece of paper it was manipulating, but it doesn't seem like it wants to move or speak.
Parsifal is going to speak to it in Draconic and ask, "So, what are you doing here? You're obviously looking for something. What are you looking for?"
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Ah, God. That good old +0 charisma. That's
It's better than what I can do. Nice.
Um, the uh, they'll say they took something that was rightfully ours. Um,
Oh boy.
will not move, and I mean, just remains very stationary.
So the dragon cult took something from whatever this assassin is and their family.
Possibly.
Um, 2 seconds here. Um,
And what makes you so sure that it's here?
he'll say, "It's clearly not." And as this exchange is occurring, um, Riza, with your passive perception,
Mm-hmm.
you are able to pick up a rustling in the woods off to the left of you and Parsifal.
Tight. She will go ahead and slowly draw her bow and will investigate the sound.
All right. As you sort of peek and peer into the woods, you see what looks to be another individual wearing a very similar set of armor to the individual that is conversing with Parsifal. At this point,
Uh,
Arana, Nordak, you guys can start making your way back.
mhm. Hunter's Mark is still up, so she'll go ahead and Hunter's Mark this fool.
Okay, sounds good.
And that's when. So, this is another charisse. It was crazy. But, anyways, we get these weirdos who want to come and talk to us in Opera House. And they're making their way back. And they were just freaks. I'll get into it a little bit later. Slippers with transparent silk. Super creepy.
Nordak will make like an awkward look at her, which can be construed as like, really? But mostly he's
Yeah.
just really confused with what she's saying.
That's just so creepy, isn't it? Anyways, I'll get into it later. I have to talk about what the third jurist did. It was crazy. Where are the others? Guys!
You
Well,
both would be able to see Rhea, where Rhea is standing.
yeah, they're up here.
Go ahead, Sam.
While they're talking, Riza will. While Parsifal is trying to talk with this person, Riza will sort of like catch Parsifal's eyes and sort of like gesture towards the Theasin cultist in the woods.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check and a insight check.
Well, Parsifal. Well, before she,
Fuck.
Parsifal's going to ask if he can get closer to the assassin.
Mhm.
He's going to shake his head, and you see that he is starting to eye what looks to be another path on the other side of this clearing, like he's thinking about making a run for it.
Well, if that's the
You muted
case.
me. You muted Fish. No, you're fine.
Parsifal, what are you doing?
I'm trying to check this guy's steez. So, I do want to say, I don't know what it is you're looking for, but if I do so happen to find something of interest, who do I contact?
He'll shake his head and sort of infer that no, you don't contact anybody about this. Riza, at this point, you see that figure that you have hunters marked sort of reposition themselves and hide themselves a bit better than they were hidden before.
Cool. Does the fact that I now have advantage on perception or survival checks to find it do anything? So just like my passive?
Yeah, it goes up by 5.
My passive is 14, so it would be 19 instead.
Okay, yeah, no, you cannot see this. You can't see this individual anymore.
Wait, your passive is just 14?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a higher passive.
Mm-hmm.
You see,
my passive right now is 19, but
well, yeah, true.
you see this figure go ahead and it reaches into its it reaches sort of under its cloak and it materializes a red rose, which almost has a glass-like texture to it, and it appears to be glowing quite intently.
Tuxedo mask?
My work here is done. But you didn't do anything!
I love tuxedo. Oh, fuck.
Is that related to what you're looking for?
You take his posture to be threatening in manner.
Okay, so that's like a grenade.
Not really a grenade. It's really more based on like you reading it. It seems more like it's supposed to be a flex. Like he's trying to tell you he's not to be trifled or bothered.
It's probably annoying him that he doesn't get it.
He's just like, impressive. But I reiterate, we're not here to hurt you, so in any case,
Did my-
Riza.
what was my insight for?
Oh, no, I was trying to see if you could wordlessly communicate.
Fuck.
You were able to motion that there was someone in the woods.
Okay. So, Parsifal is now aware that there's one in the
Yeah.
woods.
If you would like to leave, you and your friend in the bushes without getting hurt.
No, they're not. They have to come in for questioning because drowning people is technically illegal.
It's a dragon cultist.
Yes, but they're killing them for a reason. Speaking of,
Dragon cultist
Riza is
people.
going to.
I thought you didn't see the drowning though.
Well,
No, yeah. So Riza just saw.
I mean, like he is still like there's still like a dead floating body.
Yeah, but he couldn't. Maybe he didn't do that. Maybe he just stumbled upon the dead
There's enough context clues to put this together here. This isn't a hard question. But Riza's going to follow the other one. Fuck. Fuck.
From the woods, you hear a clunk, and a crossbow bolt whizzes by your head, Riza. Everybody roll initiative.
Like, yeah.
Oh boy. Are you? I'm going.
God damn it.
Can I get a fucking token?
You have a token.
I'm talking to Roll20.
Alright.
Because my token is there, but Roll20 says I don't have one.
All right.
Oh. Do I see where that cultist showed back up since it attacked me?
Yes, you and you alone have visual on that particular cultist.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
all yours.
Oh, she plans on it being.
Fuck him up.
Fuck him up, Kevin. Fuck him up.
All right. Let me go ahead and put us into descending order.
Descending into Avernus?
All right.
Oh shit, that's the title.
Cool. So, with that being said, this guy is going to go ahead and he will run this direction. Let me measure, see how far he can get it. Perfect. He's going to run this direction and will take cover behind this giant altar. He will utilize his action to hide himself and take cover. He does not do a very good job hiding, but he does have cover. So you all can see him and sort of the edges of his cloak flapping at the corner of the altar. But he does have 3/4 cover. Great. It's Rhea's turn. She's going to go ahead step closer and is taking a more interested role in what's happening here, but will otherwise still hang back. Arana, you're up.
Okay. She'll lean over to Percival. Is that guy over there a problem?
Not yet. If you would like to take care of him, though, I'm not going to stop you.
This is for me. How obvious was it that the assassin dude was holding something in his hand?
I would say it would have been fairly obvious to Parsifal and Riza, but less obvious to you and Nordak.
Oh shit, he's
I didn't
she...
I didn't
They're
see shit.
they're going to tell her about the glowing rose. He did have a glowing rose in his hand, so I'm unsure about whether or not that's a weapon. It most likely is, but
I'm trying to think about what she would do here, because she doesn't have a lot of information, but that's her only target. Okay, cool. She is going to snap like that. With the power of the mists, I get closer to giving you a kiss.
Oh
And
my
she will
fucking god.
teleport. Oh yeah,
that's cute as
Arana's
hell.
gimmick.
Did you come up with one for every single one?
Yes. That's
Oh my
why
god,
I had to ask Jason about the spells, because
Oh my god, I love it so much. Holy shit.
I should be able to get there, right? I'm miscounted heavily.
So you're misty stepping and then
Walking. So that's 60 feet and it's 55 feet away?
yeah. You
Okay, I already used up all of my spell slots. Rapier drawn, I'm going to bow down at the person and say, hi. I'm going to hold my main action to stab at him if he threatens me.
Oakley dokily. Go ahead and well, you're right up on him now. So there's a couple things you notice about this guy now that you're not so far away from him. The first thing is clutched in his hands are a myriad of things. The first one being a crunched up piece of parchment, along with a glowing glass-like rose. And then a wicked, insidious looking dagger in his other hand. And as he turns his face up at you to look, you do not see the face of a person or what you might expect when peeling back the hood of a masked figure. You instead see a skull, sort of almost as though the skin has been peeled back off of this person's face. And their eyes are sort of a glowing, sort of amber color. And yeah, they're just not really charming looking, but it really explains why they speak so raspy. I don't know. Is that your turn?
A familiar company. Yes, that's my turn.
Cool. Nordak, you are up.
Nordak is going to follow
Arana.
Arana, okay, I was right. And he's going to run and dash right here. And with a mighty grin, he's going to...
Cool. Anything else?
Oh, that's it.
All right. You see a very similar sight to what I just described to Arana. Very disconcerting. Percival, you're up.
Okay, so are they going to be able to get any visual? If they roll a perception check, will they be able to get a visual on the person in the bushes?
Yes, yes, you can absolutely use a perception check to try to counteract their stealth score.
Last.
You are having a hard time putting down where Riza is really pointing with where she's motioning the figure to be.
Mm-hmm.
They're likely over there, but you're not sure where.
All right. Well, he's gonna stay by Ray's. They're gonna stay by Ray's side, just in case the person comes out. They're gonna hold their action for if the person comes out.
Cool. All right. Riza, you see the robed figure that you are that you've been tracking take off like a lightning bolt at you, cutting through the woods, sort of darting with inhuman speed in between the trees, and they come up alongside you and draw a wicked-looking dagger. And as the hood falls back from this figure's face, you see a very similar sight to what I described with the other one. It's sort of the peeled-back skin, skull face, amber eyes. And I am assuming that a 7 will not hit you.
Correct. Also, with this proc Parsifal's thing?
I would say it would proc it, but does it count if there's movement involved?
What were you
So
holding?
basically, they were waiting for the moment that the person came out of the woods to make their attack.
Then yeah,
But-
definitely.
All right, cool. They're gonna run up and smack a bitch with a warhammer.
You can't move as a reaction, so if you don't have a
Okay. So they have a
um,
spell, don't worry.
ranged weapon prepped, okay, perfect. That'll work.
I don't think spells can be.
Held.
Yeah, because that's why like War Mage is so.
Oh no, that's reaction. They can hold a spell.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're saying, but no, different thing.
Does a
You're
14 hit?
valid.
Okay. Yeah. So as you see this figure come out, raising its blade to make a strike on Riza, you send out a guiding bolt, and it boom strikes this creature, and it just sort of turns to dust, falling into a pile in front of Riza, leaving behind a single red glass-like rose, which, as it boom, lands amongst the robes, you see it go from bright to far more dull than it was before. Riza, you are up.
Well, there goes that. Is the other boy in range of my... Yep, probably. 90 feet away, so yep. Hunter's Mark gets moved over to that one, and she
Okay.
will go ahead and just like move her bow over and attack that dude, and she's gonna be a little bit fancy. And
Okay,
she's
he
going
does
to go...
have 3/4 cover, just so you
That
know.
does not matter to her.
Oh, haha, nice.
But she's going to go ahead and take that -5 penalty to get the +10.
Okay.
See how
Yeah.
that works. Ugh. Nope, never mind.
That will hit.
Oh, even with the -5 to hit?
Oh, sorry, I forgot. Yes, no, that will not hit. Rip.
Damn. She was trying
Um,
to be cool. It didn't happen.
So you see the arrow sort of ting strike off of the altar. And anything else? Oh no, you moved your hunter's mark, so I think you're
Yeah, she'll use her item interaction to pick up the rose.
cool. The further away from like the pile of crap, the duller the rose gets.
Keep the rose away from the body.
All right. At this point, this guy is going to lash out in anger, and he's going to try to hit you, Arana.
Is he undead?
He is not.
Ooh.
Ooh, he's just...
And that will proc my held action.
Yes, it will.
6 piercing.
Okay. He does not seem to like that. Another good blow like that, he will die. And that is a... How much to hit? Which? Okay. That is a 12 to hit.
On the dot.
Cool. As he lashes out with the sort of insidious-looking curved dagger, it pierces you, and as it does, there's sort of like this feeling as he gets within striking distance that his strike is going to be more powerful than you might have expected, and he pierces you for 8 points of damage.
Jeez. She takes it right in the gut, and she just makes this like high pitched sound.
Oh, baby.
like a
Okay.
puppy and picked.
All right, that's its turn. It knows it can't run because it would just get walloped. Um, it is Rhea's turn. She's going to start moving up so she can see what's happening. All right, Arana, you're up.
Nice. All right. I kind of dart around just to get a better vantage spot. And as I'm dancing, I think about what I'm going to do.
She does a little jig.
She does a little
Twinkly,
jig,
twinkly, twinkly.
and then she'll step forward with a rapier and lash out.
Ooh.
Bam. So
Shit.
you
Can I?
absolutely.
So I lunge forward with the rapier and I catch it just under the jaw and I just pop its head off.
Awesome. And as you do so, its body falls limp for a moment. The piece of parchment and that rose exiting its hand as well as its dagger. And you see that rose go from that very bright, shiny, opalescent look to a very dull, a dull shine. And that takes us out of initiative. And Rhea will say, "Are you doing okay over there?"
Did Rhea say something? Nordak? Okay, well, my ears aren't what they used to be. Do you want this paper? I think the others might like it. I don't have anything for it.
Say that again. I actually didn't fully hear you on that last one.
The paper. I'm gonna pluck the paper out of the hand and pass it to Nordak, pinching it with my nails. I think the others might like that. Can I have the rose? You can have the dagger.
His hand is open for the dagger.
Okay. I pick up the
Nordak
dagger
just-
and I put it in his hand.
Nordic just collects weapons.
And I'll take the rose and pin it in my jacket.
Parsifal is also going to take the rose.
Riza has it right now.
Oh, when did she pick it up?
She used her item interaction.
Okay.
Yeah, during her turn.
May
But
I
she was
see
like,
that?
we can look at it together. But you can. I will give you the help action because you probably have a better religion than I do.
Thank you.
Okay, you're trying to determine what the roses are all about?
Yes.
Go ahead and make a religion check.
Whoop, whoop.
You're not really sure. There's a lot of different symbols and symbology and stuff surrounding roses. There's definitely something about them and the fact that they both had them and they have some sort of magic, but you can't really figure out what it is.
Okay. Does I'm just gonna type this out. So I'm not too sure about this myself, but it's very clear that these roses were associated with their life force. At least that's what I'm assuming.
That's their assumption. Here. Riza will take back the rose and bring it closer to the ashes that was the body.
As you get closer to it, it glows a little bit brighter, but not by much.
Riza will how sharp is the tip? Is it like a rounded sort of glassy edge, or is it like a sharp cut rose tip?
It does not look like a weapon at all.
Well, yeah. Okay, so she'll kick some of the dust together and plant the rose in the middle, and hand on rapier hand on short sword as she does that.
Same story. The closer it gets to the ashes, it glows a little bit more, but not by much.
Okay. maybe we should take these back to the Hell Riders and see if they can identify it.
All I can think of is Macklemore. Ryder Mantlemore. Would you like to investigate this?
It's. I can't say that I know too much about whatever these things were.
Do you think the others might?
Almost assuredly, the Lord Keepers are quite astute.
Okay. Number
is
one
there-
question then.
Oh, sure.
Where can we put the ashes? Like, do we have a container for them at all?
Oh, no, I can't say that I do.
Anyway, what were you going to say?
I was wondering if there was anything else of substance.
The other one had a paper, but I don't know if the others are going to bring it over at any point.
Nordak walks over and just hands it to Percival. It's
thank
scrunched
you.
up, like he grabbed it from the tip of her hair.
Oh shit!
Just.
And then he'll walk over to the dead body all the way up in that top corner.
Okay, let's zoom in.
Enhance.
Enhance. Also, while we are looking at this,
If
Riza flips over the dagger to Rhea.
She'll look at it and sort of scrunch her face up and then extend it back to you.
Nothing special.
I don't think so.
So they were looking for their queen's treasure. Or
What does-
someone was looking for their queen's treasure.
What does it say?
It says. Do you want me to read it out, anybody? Or.
Sure.
If you don't want to, I will.
You can summarize.
So there's this bathhouse in Baldur's Gate, and whoever wrote this was to be sent there to retrieve the queen's stolen treasure. It's located in the northern portion. It's got a walled garden with nymphs carved into the front gates. Somebody thinks that they can use the queen's treasure to buy the loyalty of the cult of the Dead Three, but is sorely mistaken having that thought.
Rhea's face will get very stern for a moment, and she'll say,
Sent by a
This is-
worm speaker Resmus.
Yes.
seems quite important, and with Duke Ravengard in Elturel, we should head back and get this to him post haste.
As well, it seems like Resmir is going to be looking for this treasure out in Baldur's Gate, and if it's not brought to them within a timely manner, the Altiers, I think that says Altiers, the Altiers are going to come for whoever this letter was for.
This is a big finding. The Cult of the Dead 3 have been a large problem in Baldur's Gate. Duke Ravengard spoke of it at length during his address after he arrived a couple days ago. We really should get this to him.
Oh, without a doubt. Percival smooths out the paper as best they can, folds it, and holds it up to Ryder
What-
Mentalmore.
What she's gonna do is she's she's very obviously her brain is going, and she'll say, very well, and she'll dig into her back pouch and will materialize 3 unslashed Hell Riders badges.
Oh shit!
And will extend them to Riza, Nordak, and Parsifal, and she'll say, "Take my mount, go back to Elturel, deliver this message to Duke Ravengard as quick as possible. I will finish up here.
You're gonna be all right on your own.
I'll be fine." And she pats the massive sword on her back.
That's a good
you,
girl.
You said no Hell Riders.
Arana, we were. Wait, there's only 3.
She's not a Hell Rider. She's a mercenary.
I'm not allowed to be on the horse.
It's.
You can walk with a dog.
Would you prefer to stay here with me while they take it back?
Is this like the end of the session?
Not quite, but this is like we're getting there. But like you guys can figure out a solution with the horse, whether or not you guys want to break the rules or it'll get there a little slower. It's up to you. But Ray.
Oh no.
No, no.
Oh,
No,
you're
no,
back.
Rhea,
Rhea what? Rhea what?
Rhea is going to.
I'm gonna sled behind the horse. Give me your shield. I'll hold on to a rope and I'll just sled
No,
behind
yeah.
the horse.
No, that's what Parsifal was going to do originally, and now that Parsifal has the horse, they do just that. They
Okay.
take off their shield, they hand it to her.
Perfect. Rhea very intentionally makes sure that she doesn't see that.
You have them turned around so they can have deniability.
Yeah, exactly. So, as you all return to Elturel,
Does the wolf follow?
Yes, yeah, as quickly as it conceivably can.
Oh no.
You all return to Elturel and to the keep of the Hell Riders, which you would know is where Duke Ravengard is staying. And you approach the guards and seek an audience, and are eventually granted an audience with him. He's a very tall, stalwart guy. Wears ceremonial armor with the emblem of the flaming fist directly sort of on the chest and on the shoulder blades, and he'll express to you that this is extremely concerning. And just as the meeting is beginning, you all feel a rumble beneath your feet.
Oh shit.
The earth is shaking and the keep is wobbling back and forth. You all rush outside and stare up, and you see the companion, the luminescent orb that's bathed Elturel in healing light for almost 100 years, grow black at the bottom, and black lightning shoot. And then there's a black lightning shooting out the side. There's a what sounds like a clatter of chains, but it is so loud that it echoes throughout the entirety of Elturel, and you look wildly around and cannot see where the sound is coming from, and before you know it, your vision cuts black, and that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Hey!
Oh fuck. I guess Fungus said that they've descended into Avernus.
Thank y'all.
Yeah, that's fun.
It just
We
hit
actually
me that
ended kind of on
literally,
time.
Grace's
Oh my God.
worst ending. We did it, guys. We should have just told her to stay in the fucking woods. Good job, Parsival.
Yeah.
Look, it's a small child out in the middle of the woods.
Maria Manticore doesn't have her horsey.
It's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
like how that was
guess...
your concern, and then it's a horsey. I like both these things in one.
This is how Maria is going to be introduced in Descent into Avernus. We're just walking along. There's like a fissure in hell, and then Maria like, "Where's my fucking horse?"
I guess Ree's grappling with the fact that she's going to have to change subclasses so she can have her dog now. God damn it.
which that black wolf runt eventually becomes a dire wolf per this module.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Oh, it's in the module?
Yeah, literally everything I ran was in the module with like a little bit of secret spices on top. Like,
Oh, that is so cool.
So
That
to
is
include this letter, which is just like, could it be more perfect? I don't think so. So I'm just gonna use it.
that's awesome. I wasn't expecting that. Out of
What's that?
wizard. This was really fun. I wasn't
Yee.
expecting that out of Wizards of the Coast.
So rude.
What well, this is actually a third-party module. For those interested
Oh.
who might be interested in running this. This is called Baldur's Gate: The Fall of Elturel.
Oh,
Right.
whoops.
There's a reason I didn't tell you guys the name in advance.
Thanks to everybody
Oh,
who came
man.
out for our one shot.
Yee.
We'll be back in
Guys.
Sheldon next week.
Probably.
Fish will be running it again, and we'll see if we die.
We will
As
be
per
in the
usual.
holy city of Mesro, where several warring factions are at hand, and also artists.
And also artists, and not Mystica, because she's dead now. Probably.
Wow. Okay.
And we'll see how.
Messica is 300% dead.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Okay. So
I love
on
you
that
guys.
doom and
Love
gloom, have a good
you.
night. Bye, guys.